What's up, my fellow planeswalkers? It's Hermogenes, coming at you with my green-white token Lifegain deck and gameplay. So let's get into it. This is what I'm running at the moment, and so far it's been working for me in rank standard, and later on I will be going through the ideal deck setup and the maybe board. Starting off with the lands, I currently run 23 of them, nothing out of the ordinary there. Wish it could be more efficient with less tapped lands, but you gotta do with the best with what you got, right? Moving on to the creatures, I run 28 creatures, and the life gain in this deck comes from creatures entering the battlefield. So for the sake of redundancy, I run 4 Lunarch Veterans, 2 Impassioned Orators, and 4 Prosperous Innkeepers. To benefit from the life gain I get from these cards, I run 3 Hollowed Priests and 4 Trelasarra Moon Dancers, as these creatures gain +1/+1 each time I gain life. Trelasarra is the key card of this deck, as it allows me to manipulate and filter my deck with her Scry ability every time I heal. Moving on to the token side of the deck, I run 4 Scute Swarms, and due to its landfall ability, it synergizes well with the ETB life gain aspect of the deck. They also ensure early game damage or some chump blockers. Scute Swarm ensures that the engine keeps going in the late game, because lands essentially become 1/1 creatures when they enter the battlefield. Speaking of 1/1s, with a deck consisting mostly 1s and 2 toughness creatures, we gotta get ready to pump. That's why I am running 4 copies of Lisette, Dean of the Root, whose ability is to give +1/+1 counters to every creature I own on the battlefield. The added trample until the end of the turn is an added bonus. Lastly, I run 3 utility creatures, 2 Jaspera Sentinels for mana fixing and ramp, and 1 Toski Bearer of Secrets as a draw engine. Now, going past that, we move on to my non-creature spells. I run 9 non-creature spells, mostly for control, 2 Pacifisms and 2 Expels for those pesky heavy hitters or thick blockers, 2 Minimus Containments for dangerous non-land permanents, and 3 Charge Throughs for draw and a Pocket Trample for my big hitters. With the deck tech done, let's move on to some gameplay. We'll keep this. We'll keep this because we get to filter the deck. So I'm gonna put the Evolving Wilds and we're gonna crack it for a green mana. Okay, we're against red. Oh, we're against red landfall. So next is a Plains to Prosperous Innkeeper. Just we could do a turn 4 or turn 3 Lisette, but that's hella risky. So what we're gonna do is next turn we're gonna put an Impassioned Orator with the Evolving Wilds. No blocks. Ooh. Okay, so change of plans. We're not gonna put in the Impassioned Orator, but we will put the Hollowed Priest in. So that will pump this up. Then we're gonna put in our land for turn. Then we end it with 1 attack. Just to dig him. And then yeah, let's end our turn there. Next, his turn, I will be cracking the Evolving Wilds for a play, most likely. So let's do that now. And then later, I'll crack Branchloft Pathway for green. Then we can cast Valentin or Lisette. Then, yeah, we can swing with 2 because it has trample. Not like he can counter it. It's not like he has enough damage to burn it because it will be a 5/5 when it enters. So I guess right now he's stuck. Okay, never mind. He found one of his pieces. So we'll put down green. Put in Valentin. Auto pay 1. He doesn't have any evolving wilds, so we should be safe. So we can force him to block 4. Next turn, we should be able to Lunarch Veteran or Impassioned Orator to cast 2. Yeah, we could put both these down and pump once. Which is more than enough, I think. Right now he has 4 lands up. It's kinda risky to... Okay, now it's not that risky. Can't do anything about that. So it's good that we got one of his landfall pieces down. He's gonna get to draw a card, but he doesn't have anything for my turn. So let's put down the Impassioned Orator. Let's pay 1. Then we put in the Lunarch Veteran. Okay, so these guys, this guy can block because it's indestructible, but we have trample, so we should be fine. Is that game? Yeah. So that's how it looks like when the engine keeps going, or you get to make the engine work in the first 3 to 4 turns. Okay, 2 tap lands. We might be delayed a bit, but this should work. This should be fine. We'll keep this. Okay, at least we're getting some land. We're against mono blue. No blocks for taking. So I can go for Hollow Priest. Do a Branchloft for next turn. I want to attack. So I could charge 2, Scute Swarm to Evolving Wilds, and then Toski maybe next turn. So I could draw for land. But I gotta be careful, since this is mono blue, chances are he has counter cards. It looks like he doesn't. So we'll just draw for turn. Okay, that's good. We have another Evolving Wilds. Plains. No blocks. Ooh, this changes things. Prosperous Innkeeper. Planes. Into Scute Swarm. Auto pay. So now he has no choice but to stop swinging. No attacks. So next would be Evolving Wilds to Toski. The next turn will be Valentin. Or Lisette, sorry. Okay, Ascended Spirit. I think dude has no land, no fourth land. Okay. So the play would be, yeah, Toski. Into Arctic Treeline. So we could do Evolving Wilds later and get 2 Scute Swarm copies. Then we swing with Hollowed Priest because we have a trump blocker for the 4/4 land later. If he doesn't block, I get to draw a card. Okay, so that's another draw. And that's pretty good. So just in case my Valentin gets countered, I have enough for charge through. He's gonna need all the blockers he can get for next turn. So we'll put down Lisette first. Let's decline. Decline. We'll put down the Evolving Wilds. Then we'll decline again. And then decline. Next is we crack it for maybe I'm gonna need the planes. So this is when we decline that. It's only in the second proc we will pay. So we pay 1. So now they all have trample. So we swing with this dude and this dude. So he can only block 4, 3, 10 damage. And I have 20. So this would be enough for lethal. So we swing. Okay, so that's how the token aspect of this deck works. The Scute Swarm to Lisette. Two tap lands and Scute Swarm. This would work because the Scute Swarm will be able to maximize Evolving Wild, but let's hope for one. Let's hope to get one or two more lands. Wouldn't be a bad thing. We'll crack this for green. Okay. Into Impassioned Orator. Against black-green. Oh, Bulgari Zombies, I think. Okay. So we'll Evolving Wilds. Put that there first. And we'll Veteran. Lunarch Veteran. Then we'll crack this for another green. And we end their turn with no attacks. Give this guy trample and draw. Hopefully we get a good card. Maybe land. Land would be okay. It's good, no blocks. Meaning next turn we get to swing. Unless he has another idea. Okay, he foretold a card. So we'll put this down first. Into a plains. Just to buff ourselves up. Then we swing. Then next turn we'll probably charge through before anything, before the second Scute Swarm. So we have a clear idea if we're gonna have to landfall before or after. Hopefully we get land. You got a high chance to get it. Yeah, so we could probably Prosperous Innkeeper. Prosperous Innkeeper. And then do I charge through now? Yeah, let's charge through now. Okay, it's not a bad thing. We got a Lunarch Veteran again. So no attacks. So right now, if we get a Hollowed Priest or a Trelasarra, we should be okay. And then, if not, we still have our Scute Swarm. Okay, so we don't block. Okay, so we have our Scute Swarm in, healing us for 4. Then a Plains, healing us again for 4. So, no attacks just yet. We'll keep the Expel just in case. Next land will give us double Scute Swarm, so that is not a problem. Still expel the ooze. Can we block? No, that has trample. We'll block this dude. So we'll take 4. Not a problem. I was thinking, should I have a double block? Actually. Okay, Scute Swarm's gone. And now we are gonna start getting mana flooded, just like every time. But we can swing with 4. Taking 5. Lunarch Veteran. We just have to out-sustain his damage, which we're doing, because right now we have 5 life gains. So if I put down a Hollow Priest, it's immediately a 6/6. Or if I get a Trelasarra, it's immediately a 7/7. So no blocks for that dude. Take 5, no problem, we're still over. There we go. So once this enters, I could start looking for a list set. Minimus Containment, don't need that. Land, don't need that, we have enough. Land, we have enough. Impassioned Orator, we have enough. One more. There we go. So no attacks. Do I want to block? He has everything up. We don't block. That means we can alpha swing next turn. Yep. Nope. Oh, we'll keep that guy, no problem. Okay, so that's how we were able to out-sustain an aggro deck. We'll keep this. We're missing a search engine again, but we have a turn 1. And with Toski, I could draw cards. Okay, so the real problem right now with me, it's a black-green deck, so zombies, Golgari zombies probably. So why the hell not? Let's go charge through for land. I could do turn 3 Toski then with this land on hand. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, I could still do turn. Yeah, turn or Toski. Black, green. Huh. If he double blocks, should be fine. But if he doesn't take a block, then it's one. Activate a take a forest. One less blocker. And I get to give him trample, so that's a plus on the base. And then next we swing. We have to draw a card. Well, this is looking like a good turn. Next turn, I could Lunarch Veteran. Bump again. Bump again, okay. It's a green-black tokenator deck. So, one pump. And 2 pump. Swing pump. Unless he blocks with 5, that goes through. And I get to draw 3 cards minimum. Because I think that would be lethal. Yeah, 15 plus 8 is 23. So he has to block 1, 2, 3, 4. He has ability to block 7. 7 damage. We'll deal with all the screens. Not a problem. Put down the land. Put down the forest. Unless he has a board wipe, which he probably does have. I believe that's game. Yeah. Let's put on this. Put this down. Pump up everything again. On the base. On the base. Put down the hollow priest. On the base. Then we auto base. So no, we don't auto pay with that. We swing with all that we have. So yeah, the deck is very first hand oriented. It's like if you don't get a good first hand, you're pretty much screwed the whole game. But if you get lucky top decks. Now that you've seen the deck in action, here are some of my future plans and maybe cards. The deck score is essentially the same with a few tweaks. Of course, gotta fix the lands. So no more tap lands with the addition of overgrown farmland. I'm thinking about replacing Hollowed Priest with Voice of the Blessed, but the 2 white mana cost might affect the deck's turn flow. I sideboarded a few portable holes to replace Pacifism versus non-creature based decks. And lastly, I'm thinking of adding in Yasharn Implacable Earth, but I don't know how to work it into the deck yet. That's it for the video, hope you found it helpful. The deck list of what I am currently running will be in the description box down below, as well as a link to my Twitch where I stream MTG Arena content every other day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.